This year we have 2 gold winners. Again, we're doing it in alphabetical order. We start with Jade LaMarche. Jade. Jade will be graduating with a double major in religion and Buddhism psychology and mental health, and a minor in sociology. She's planning to continue her studies and become a naturopathic doctor, and when we met earlier, she was telling us all about that. When she's not studying, she performs with a Little Red Theater, which presents plays in schools throughout the province. She also composes and plays in a band. She's been a sponsor at Alcoholics Anonymous, volunteered on the crisis line, and has had other responsibilities relating to the organization. And for our 2 gold winners who we're going to be speaking to in a moment, we also wanted to quote from their statements. Did you know that was happening? Okay. So, somewhere in your statement you said, when I started the academic bridging program, there were 40 students in my class. On the day of the final exam, there were 5 of us left. That doesn't always happen, by the way. This surprised me, because over that year I had completely fallen in love with academia, and that is still the case today. It's a great statement, Danny. Congratulations. And Danny Penn was Danny. Danny will be graduating with an honors Bachelor of Science degree, a neuroscience specialist with a minor in anthropology. He will be attending graduate school with a plan to go to medical school in the near future. Another glutton for punishment, evidently. Danny was the founder and is the president of Project 42, a regional student organization aimed at inspiring pro-social behavior in the local communities with emphasis on mental health. He also volunteers for the Therapeutic Arts Program, where he works with autistic children. And here's a quote from Danny's statement. I understand that Mr. Bronfman was a unique leader who fostered strong partnerships and derived enjoyment from his work with his colleagues. I hope I embody these values of teamwork and the tenaciousness for success. I think that's a great statement for all of our award winners tonight. Congratulations, Danny. And so now Danny and Jade are going to represent all of our student groups.
Hello, everybody. I think I can speak for both Danny and myself when I say that we stand here tonight completely overwhelmed with gratitude to have been part of Woodsworth College, the University of Toronto, and to have been considered for the Brookfield Peter F. Bronfman Gold Scholarship. Danny and I are excited to be here tonight, not just because we were promised a delicious meal, which gives us a much-needed break from craft dinner in my case, and Costco buns with Nutella in Danny's case, but because it means so much to us that we could write letters telling our stories and receive such positive reinforcement and affirmation that we're doing the right thing, that our dreams and our causes are worth something.
We had the opportunity to speak with some of tonight's recipients. Cheyenne, Danny, the other Danny, not me, Vincent, and Olivia, and we are honored to have been here standing with you. Olivia told me that she will be graduating in June with a double major in Women and Gender Studies and Sociology and a minor in Equity Studies. She hopes to continue her studies in law or education and then work in a field that will allow her to be the difference maker that she aspires to be. For Vincent, faith is a key factor that motivates the choices that he makes and passions that he pursues. He aspires to simultaneously be a corporate lawyer and a college criminology professor. So very impressive.
Cheyenne and Danny, like myself, came through the academic bridging program at Woodsworth. Danny told me that as a recent immigrant, she was so thankful for all the support that the program offered to ease the transition into university life in Toronto. Cheyenne now studies archaeology in the ancient Mediterranean world, but in her free time she studies botany and is interested in combining sciences and humanities for her further studies. I just want to stop and say that she deserves this award for that alone. In my free time, I study Netflix, but Cheyenne studies botany. She will be pursuing her master's at U of T to study ancient agriculture.
So words cannot fully express how happy I am and how grateful I am to be standing here alongside Jade, a co-recipient. And congratulations to all the award winners as well as the leadership award winners. Congratulations, Danny, Cheyenne, Olivia, and Vincent. Your dreams inspire us all.
The day that I signed up for the academic bridging program was actually the same day that I celebrated 2 years clean and sober. In my previous years, I had been a touring musician and found myself caught in a downward spiral where addiction was overpowering my love of music. In September 2009, I wanted a different life, and I decided I was willing to do whatever it took to make that change. 11 days later, I checked into a 21-day treatment center, and so began my journey into recovery. I completed the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous and enthusiastically began to work as a sponsor with new women in AA. In the months leading up to my enrollment in the bridging program, I actually stumbled upon a fascinating discovery. I found that in their early sobriety, the women I was sponsoring were struggling with the same exact health problems that I had had in my early recovery. I had met a naturopath who imparted on me some wisdom, and I shared that wisdom with my sponsees, and they too started to feel better. So in the subsequent years, I have been pursuing my dream of becoming a naturopathic doctor so that I can help women in recovery to feel better as they get better. I continue to devote a large part of my life to volunteering in addictions counseling. In sobriety, I found my true love of music again. And last year while I was traveling in India, I found a 2-week-old puppy on the beach who lost her eyesight due to an infection, and I fundraised enough money to save her life and bring her home with me. Her name is Callie, and she's the love of my life. I really wanted to bring her tonight as my +1, but I feel like we have some more training to do before she'll sit at the table and eat like a civilized person. Plus, my dad was more enthusiastic about coming than her, so I decided to bring him. Thanks for being here, Dad. My undergraduate degree has been an absolute joy and a struggle, but the team of kind and generous people at Woodsworth College and Accessibility Services have kept me afloat. I've been met with so much compassion and kindness and support here at U of T from people like Yvonne Hilder, and from my accessibility counselor, Allison Leblovic, and more recently from Barbara Track, Brookfield, and the Bronfman family. I am deeply touched to be considered alongside Danny for this award tonight. This scholarship has completely reaffirmed my mission and doubled my resolve to get there.